What's up, guys? MTG Snapkeep here, back with the matches for that draft we posted a couple days ago. If you haven't checked out that draft, make sure you check it out. Great draft, got a lot of cool cards. Now we're gonna play with them. So hopping into this first match, we're see this opening hand. It's not that great. We don't have any white mana, and we don't really have much going on. We have a removal spell. We're gonna mulligan this, and this is a much better hand. We got both colors of mana. We have a card to play on 3. We're gonna keep that because it's removal, and we have a grasping tool, which is a great card to play on turn 5. Okay, so turn 1, I'm just gonna play the swamp and pass back. We know our opponent's also on orzhov, so it's gonna be a kind of like a mirror match here. Plays Oligarch. That'll be great for us to use our Gruesome Demise on, so he doesn't get that Afterlife trigger. Then he plays a Hazda Officer, so we're going to take 3 this turn. No big deal. Still at a pretty high life total. So we're just going to play a plane, or we'll play the Swamp, and we're going to pass back to him. If he attacks with both, we just play the Spire Mangler and block. Okay, so he's going to play the Angelic card that gives pretty much your creatures gain exalted, but he's attacked with that. So we're gonna play our Spire Mangler here, and it'll become a 4/1, and then we'll block. So his creature becomes a 5/4. We'll block with our 4/1. We'll take that trade. We want him to have a low creature count because it makes his enchantment worse. So we're just gonna Gruesome Demise the Oligarch now. We could have waited till his turn, but just in case of a pump spell, we really want to take care of that when he's tapped out. Okay, he plays a Plaguewright. That's fine. We're gonna play our Grasping Tool here. So we'll gain some life back. He'll lose some life. Let's see what he's got. He's got 2 cards left in hand. So he's pretty much running out of resources. Ooh, he plays a Consume. So we're going to lose our Grasping Throw. He's going to gain some life, and we're going to take 3 this turn. So hopefully we can draw an untapped land. Nope, we do not. So we'll just we'll play our 2 creatures, our Pegasus and our Death Touch creature, and then we'll pass back to him. I've played a lot of drafts so far, and this 3-mana 2/2 Death Touch has come in handy multiple times. So we're definitely gonna block with it just to get that creature out of the way. Okay, so it looks like he's okay. He had a Unbreakable Formation, so we're gonna lose our guy. We do draw Seraph Scales here, which is great draw, but we're gonna play our Transport right now. Just because it's a good blocker, we'll get our 1/1. We'd rather jump block or trade with the Transport instead of our Seraph. So I assume, oh, he does not attack here. Okay, so he wants to keep that Plaguewright around. So we're just gonna attack with both here. He'll take 6. He's gonna drop to 14. Then we're just gonna run out the Seraph Scales just to gum up the board more, and hopefully close this out pretty soon. He plays another land. It looks like our opponent's also pretty land screwed, and he just scoops it up. Okay, so going into game 2, I don't really have anything in the sideboard, but we are going to bring out this Bring to Trial because it's just not good against the orzhov decks. They don't really play any creatures that are above 4 power. So, and then we're just going to bring in an Expose to Daylight just in case he plays that enchantment again. We really don't want that. It's a great card in this matchup, just making his creatures a lot bigger. So we're gonna make that little change, and then we're gonna run it back. So heading on to game number 2 in match 1. We're just waiting on our opening hand here. Okay, so we have a really good opening hand. 3 lands, 4 really good spells. Both colors of mana. We have 2 removal spells. This is perfect. So we're actually on the play, which that was smart of our opponent to put us on the play. This is kind of a grinding matchup. You just want to draw more cards in a matchup like this. We do draw another removal spell, so we're just going to pass turn. Hopefully we can start drawing some lands soon, because we're going to need them. Okay, so he plays the Impassioned Orator. We're just going to let that be. We're going to play out our Guild Gate, and then we can always Summary Judgment that if he attacks with it. Okay, Obligarch. Perfect. We have a Gruesome Demise in hand. We don't mind that. He's going to get in for 2. We're going to Judgment that, just to get rid of his small creatures. Because how our deck is compared to his, I'm pretty sure we can win the late game with all of our bombs. So we're going to Gruesome Demise this before we can pump it. And we're just going to pass back. Next turn, we would love to draw a land to play out of this Grasping Thrall. And we do, so perfect. We're definitely going to play this Grasping Thrall here. Both of our move spells aren't that great against an Afterlife creature, so we're not going to really worry about that Syndicate Messenger for now. We just want to play our 3/3. We can start playing some offense. Definitely going to play some offense now that we do that 6th land. We can play this Transport. Because right now, he doesn't have any creatures that can really block our 3/3s and now 5/3. So, definitely, we're in the driving seat now. And he just scoops it up. So, that is match number 1. And I will be right back for match number 2. What's up, guys? Back for match number 2. You guys saw the power of our deck in the first match. Hopefully let's carry that into the next game. So opening hand, we have a pretty decent hand. We have 3 lands, both colors, a removal spell, an early drop, 2 big bombs. So we're pretty set for this match. We draw a Gateway Plaza, so we're gonna play that. Well, we don't have any other plays, and we're just gonna pass back to him. We see he plays a Rakdos Guild Gate, so he is on the Gates plan. The deck's kind of slow, but it can be really, really powerful later in the game, especially if you have like Gateway Colossus and Gatebreaker Rams. Really good cards. We're just going to play out the Spire Mangler. It does get quenched here though, so good job for our opponent slowing us down a little bit. We don't draw a 4-drop. But we really need this 5th land next turn so we can start playing our threats. He plays a Wall of Last Thoughts right here, and it's going to mill us 4. Interesting card for the Gates deck, I guess, just to control the early game and not take as much damage, which is pretty much what the Gates deck wants to do. But we draw our 5th land, which is perfect. We're going to play this Grasping Thrall. Just to have a 3/3 flyer that can fly over his wall. He plays his 5th land and runs out his own Grasping Thrall, so that's fine. We can definitely Gruesome Demise that next turn. Hopefully we draw another land, which we did, so we can cast our Blade Juggler for its Spectacle cost. Blade Juggler, great common in this limited format. Just if you can cast it for 3, it is an amazing card. For 5, it's pretty mediocre, but most decks that run it usually can cast it for 3. So just love the card, fantastic. And you see, we draw our 7th land off it too, so it just replaces itself when it dies. So our Grasping Thrall gets eaten by a Skewer the Critics, and he plays an Enforcer. He does miss his land drop there though. We're just gonna run out this Knight of the Last Breath and pass back to him. Next turn we can start getting in with our Knight. If he blocks with the Enforcer, we get a bunch of tokens. Okay, so he does hit his 6th land here. So that's not too great for us, but hopefully he doesn't follow it up with some big bomb. Next turn we can start getting really aggressive with our 4/4. Still waiting on him to make a play. Okay. He's got 6 mana open. Okay, he's gonna Sky Tether our Knight of the Last Breath. That's not terrible because we could always use it to block and we'll still get our 3/3s out of it, or 3/1/1s out of it. So we're getting really land flood here, but we do have another big threat to play. So we're just gonna play our 5/3, pass back to him. We'll see what he's got. 5 mana, 6 mana. Okay. Archway Angel. That's kind of a threat because he did just gain 6 life off it. We're gonna run out this Vindictive Vampire. We start sacrificing our smaller creatures for 1/1s to drain him. Don't really want to attack now because he's just gonna chump at his 1/2. We still don't have any flyers to take care of that Archway Angel though, so not looking good for us right now. And he's still got a few cards in hand. He's going to final payment our Archway or Vindictive Vampire, so we're just going to sacrifice it, get our 1/1 out of it. And let's see if he has any more plays. Okay, he does play a Sphinx. That's pretty scary. So we're just gonna play out our Seraph of the Scales, which is an amazing draw, and we're gonna pass back to him. We'll see how he can take care of it because we do have a 1/1 and now 4/3, so he can't really attack without losing any of his flyers. Problem is he does get to keep scrying with this Sphinx, so eventually he will find an answer for our Seraph of the Scales. So let's see how he attacks. He's just going to attack with his Archway Angel, so deciding whether to block here or not. I think this is a tough choice. You can either keep your Seraph of the Scales back to play offense, which I think is the better move. We don't really want to trade our Seraph of the Scales for just a 3/4 flyer, which Grasping Thrall, great draw. We can start blocking with spirits to take out his big flyers. So we're gonna offer this trade between Seraph of the Scales and the Sphinx. I'm sure he won't take it, but yeah, he just takes the damage, which is a smart play. Eventually, he'll find a answer with the Sphinx to take care of our Seraph of the Scales. So we try and play the Grasping Thrall, and he counters it. So we're getting a little low on cards, and he does mill Archaea, which I wanted to kind of play with it, but it's not really that great right now, so I'm fine with it getting binned. Okay, let's see what he got. He has 1 card left in hand. He's about to draw a second after the scry. Come on, don't have anything good. Okay, he's gonna swing in for 3. We're just gonna take it. Try and race him here with our 4/3. Okay, ooh, another Archway Angel. So that's a little scary. So we're gonna sacrifice his Blade Juggler. It's really doing nothing right now. He's gonna go back to 20. And we're just drawing all these lands, and we don't need them. We need some threats. We need some removal. So I'm gonna keep this Seraph of the Scales back. We don't really want to trade it with just an Archway Angel. If he attacks, we can sacrifice our transport to get 3/1/1s. I guess I'm fine trading 3/1/1s for a Archway Angel. So I think that's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have 5 tokens altogether, and we're gonna block with 4 of our 1/1s. Hopefully it doesn't have any pump spells, because then we're kind of screwed. He does not, and that was a great draw. So we're gonna consume his Sphinx here, and we're gonna go back up to 11. Now we can start getting in with our flyers. I should have given the Seraph the Scales Vigilance, but that was my bad. We're gonna get in for 6 this turn. He can only attack with his Archway Angel, because if he attacks with the Enforcer, it's a great trade for us. Okay, sweet. We get our Priest of Forgotten God, so we can slowly chip away at his board while also draining him. So we're gonna run this Priest out. Hopefully it doesn't get countered. Oh. Now we're really running low on cards. We only have 9 cards left in our deck. So we're gonna give our Seraph here Vigilance. And we're gonna attack for 4. We need to kill him very quick before we get milled out. Let's see how he blocks. Okay, so he does block with the Archway Angel. So we're gonna get some tokens here. We're gonna hopefully outrace him with our 1/1s. Hopefully he doesn't play any more big flyers. He plays a land and passes back to us, and we draw another land. So hopefully we still have some threats in our deck. I don't know what exactly got milled, but we're done. Oof. Okay, so we're gonna lose all of our guys. Good thing is, though, we still have this Knight of the Legion, or Knight of the Last Breath. Holy crap! And we do draw an Enforcer, so we can sacrifice that and get some tokens. So I think he's got 1 card left in hand, or maybe 3 cards left in hand. Yeah, he's got 3 cards left in hand. We're just gonna sacrifice our Enforcer, get some 1/1s, and hopefully try to outrace him. Ooh, the Pegasus Great Draw. It just gives us another power to beat down with every turn. So we're gonna attack with our spirits. Oh, he just takes it. Okay, he plays a Syndicate Messenger and a Gateway Plaza. So this is not looking good for us right now. We're running out of cards, and he has pretty good defense set up right now. Okay, he plays a Windstorm Drake. Jeez. Yeah, this is not looking good for us. We're gonna block with all 3 of our creatures. Hopefully just get this out of the way. We're gonna keep our Pegasus. Okay, he's gonna get another spirit. It looks like he has a, which is not good for us. Yeah, we're definitely just gonna concede the game here. There's no chance we're winning this. So going on to game number 2. We don't really have anything for this matchup, so we're just gonna run it back here. Let's see how match or game number 2 goes in this match. As you can see, our deck is filled with these great cards. We have Seraph Scales, Kaya, a Consume, a Priest of Forgotten Gods. Hopefully we can see those cards in action this game. So, opening hand, we do see Kaya and Seraph the Scales and Priest of Forgotten Gods. Like, this is a perfect hand with 3 lands. Okay, we're gonna run out this Gateway Plaza. There's no reason to run out the Priest of Forgotten Gods yet. It's not really doing much. It's just a 1/2 for now. Okay, plays a Orzhov Guildgate. Okay, time to run out Kaya. Let's see how this girl does. Okay, we're just gonna tick her up. Nothing really to exile. And we're gonna pass back. Kaya, if unchecked, can be a serious problem. It could close out games with dealing damage. So Perfect card for this matchup. Okay, time to run out Sarah with Scales. Let's get this girl out into action. Okay, just waiting on our opponent to, thank God he did not have counter spells there. So we're looking pretty good right now. We do have a huge bomb. Okay, he does slime bind it, but that's fine because we're kind of gonna get a 2-for-1 here after this Seraph dies. So we're still gonna need our 2/1/1s, and he wasted a removal spell on it. Okay, Wall of Lost Thoughts. So we're gonna get milled 4. We drew our 5th land, so we're definitely gonna run out this Grasping Thrall here. And again, we can always sacrifice this Sarah with the Scales to our Priest of Forgotten Gods. So perfect. We're gonna take up Kaya here. We're gonna exile our own stuff, gain a little bit of life. Actually, never mind. We're not gonna exile anything. Okay, he has a Skewer the Critics for Grasping Thrall. Not ideal. We're gonna run out this Noxious Grudian and our Priest of Forgotten Gods. And then next turn we can start making them sacrifice stuff. So we're gonna exile this Skewer. Our Kaya's on 7 right now. So we're gonna just keep slowly building her up. And then in the end getting a lot of damage with her. Okay. Well, it looks like our opponent's just passing back to us after playing that Gateway Plaza. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna play our Vindictive Vampire, and then we're gonna sacrifice Seraph and Grudian, and then also be able to play our Blade Juggler. So we're gonna attack for 2. This is really what our deck's trying to do right now. Just drain, kind of play this Aristocrat style. So we're going to sacrifice Seraph and Noxious. We're going to need a lot of triggers, 2 Afterlife triggers, which gives us more bodies to sack for Priest of Forgotten Gods. We're going to get 2 Drain triggers. We're also going to get this Priest of Forgotten Gods trigger. We're going to play our Plains, and we're going to also be able to run out our Blade Juggler. And we also draw another Blade Juggler. So we're going to just keep exiling this graveyard, get rid of that Slime Bind, get rid of that wall, and we're going to gain a little bit of life. And now we have this huge board, and we're just going to pass back to him. Hopefully we don't see a Gates Blaze. Let's see what he's got. That's 5 cards in hand. Sure he has some kind of answer. Nope, he does not have an answer, so he just scoops it up. Okay, going on to game 3 here. Still don't really see anything. We could bring in this Grasping Thrall and drop a Blade Juggler. We also have the Sphinx, so we're just gonna bring in the Sphinx. Leave out that 3rd Grasping Thrall. Okay, we have a pretty decent hand here. We have both of our colors. We have removal. It's really all you can ask for in an opening hand. Just you want both of your colors, maybe 1 piece removal, and just stuff you can play. Okay, we do draw a Grasping Thrall. That's pretty good. Another threat, but we do need to start drawing these lands. So, plays the Swamp, passes back to us. We do draw a 4th land, which is good, and we're just going to pass to him. Hopefully he plays a creature, we can exile it. He does not, so we're gonna take this turn off, and we're just going to play out this Gateway Plaza so we know we can play our 5 drops next turn. And pass back to him and see what he has. Okay, opponent does not play anything. And we're just going to run out this Grasping Thrall. We also draw our 6th land, so it's 1 step closer to our Sphinx. Oh, yeah, our grasping tool does get quenched, so that's not that bad. Our opponent, let's see if he has land this turn. Next turn we can use some of our removal. Ooh, Zagana. We're definitely going to use our consume on that before he can adapt or get counter spells up. So yeah, let's get this Zagana off the board, gain some life. Okay, let's see what threat he has now. Okay, he has a grasping tool. That's not bad. We can always gruesome demise that. Or final payment it. So let's gruesome demise that and hold up this final payment for any other creature he might have. Next turn, if we draw land, we can always cast our Sphinx. If not, we can cast our Stalwart or our Scavenger. Okay, so he's just going to draw a couple cards here and gain some life. Let's see if he has anything else with 2 mana. Okay, just a Gateway Plaza. He does have a lot of gates, so if he has a Gateway Colossus or anything else, we are in a little bit of trouble. Okay, we draw the 7th land, so we're definitely going to run out this Sphinx here. Sphinx is a hit or miss card. If they have removal for it, it's great, but if they only have monocolored removal, the card's great. If it's multicolored removal, the card just a 7 mana, do nothing. Okay, opponent has a lot of lands. Looks like he's gonna cast something. Guess not, maybe. Plays a Wall of Lost Slots. We don't really care about that. Doesn't really do anything. Just mills us a little bit. Okay, let's see what he hits. Okay, he hits a swamp and some other black spells. Didn't hit any of our bombs though, so that's always great. Plays a Windstorm Drake, that's fine. Our flyers are just bigger. We have a final payment if it gets out of hand. Okay, we're just gonna drop this Guild Gate, and we're just gonna play out this Civic Stalwart and try and get in for 6 here. Okay, our opponent falls to 18. If he has any more bombs, we could always get rid of it with the final payment. The 3/3 flyer is not really doing much for him right now. We still have a very high life total, so we're going to take 3 here, go to 19. He does play an Archway Angel, so that's going to gain him quite a bit of life here. 10 life. So we're going to definitely get rid of that Angel. Okay, so we do draw a Orzhov Enforcer. We're going to get in for 5 first. We're going to run out this Orzhov Enforcer. Next, we're going to run out the Scavenger. And we're just going to sacrifice this Orzhov Enforcer, get a Spirit. Okay, we have Vindictive Vampire and Priest of Forgotten God, so we definitely want the Vindictive Vampire. The Priest is not that great here because he does have a wall. Okay, he has a Slimebind for our Scavenger, so not that bad. We do have a pretty big flyer still, so he's gonna get him for 3. We drop to 11. We're getting pretty low on life here. Okay, please Gyre Engineer. It's not really doing anything for him right now. He has a million mana. Okay, he just final payments it. Destroys our Sphinx. Things are not looking that great for us right now. we're gonna get in with everything, and at least hit him for 2. We're not gonna block. We can't really block that Windstorm Drake effectively right now, so we're just gonna keep taking our beats. Okay, we do draw Kaya, so that's going to gain us a little bit of life here. Never mind, Kaya ain't going to do anything because it gets countered. Just going to keep attacking, get him for 4 here. Just checking what threats we still have left. We take 3 here. Hopefully... Oh, another Arcway Angel. Okay, we draw a Knight of the Legion. We're just going to pass back to him. Can't really do anything against that Arcway Angel. We'll block. Take 3, gain a life. So, good draw here, Gruesome Demise. So we're just going to get rid of that Windstorm Drake, and now we can start getting in with our creatures. We can only sacrifice our creatures to get drain triggers, and also to keep chump blocking this angel. Okay, so we're gonna sacrifice the Scavenger. We'll go up to 4. Our opponent goes to 18. Get us this blocker. Just in case he has a pump spell, we're going to block here. We'll go to 5, he goes to 17. Plays a Junk Trawler, not really worried about that. Okay, we do draw a Pegasus. And we're gonna get in for 2 here. So what's nice is we can chump block with the Pegasus and also sack it to create another blocker for the following turn. So let's block here. Sack the Pegasus. Get a flyer. Go to 6. Okay, he does play a Sphinx. Another land. It's not really going to help us here. So we're just going to try and we're going to see if he wants to trade with this Knight of Legion, but he does not. And we're just going to pass back to him. So he Drunk Trawler's back his Zagana. Gets the Scry. So right now, the odds are definitely not in our favor. We're gonna block here with our Spirit. Take 3. Go to 3. Then we'll get our Drain Trigger. Go up to 4. See if he has any more plays. Okay, he's gonna skewer our Vindictive Vampire. We're just gonna sacrifice our Stalwart and our Vindictive Vampire. Just create some more blockers. Okay, Summary Judgment, great card because we can get rid of that creature. And we're gonna get in for 2 here. Next turn we can take 3. We'll go to 2. Not that big of a deal. Okay, Drunk Trawler's back. A creature I didn't get to see what it was because I F6'd. Okay, take 3, go to 2. Perfect draw. Seraph Scales. Let's run that out. Let's get in for 2 here. Drop him to 8. We're gonna block with our Seraph of the Scales. Get 2 more flyers. He junk trawlers back his skewer. Okay, so hopefully he does not have the exile effect for our Seraph of the Scales. Doesn't. He just passes back. But now we can start giving our Seraph vigilance and just getting in for 4 every turn. So we're going to attack for 4. He's going to trade. That's fine. We're going to get 2 more 1/1s, which we can now put him on a 2-turn clock. We also have this Noxious Grudian, which is great against his walls because it's just a 2/2 death touch. So we're going to pass back to him. Next turn we can swing out. It really looks like he's running out of threats here. Yeah, Senate Courier is not really going to do much. Okay, so let's swing in with the team. He's gonna take 3 here. We're gonna lose our one of our spirit tokens, which is fine. And deciding whether or not to run out this Blade Juggler. Well, let's run it out. We'll go to 1. There's really no difference between 1 and 2. Let's draw another card. Another Swamp. That's fine. We're definitely getting low on cards in our library, so we gotta win quick. And hopefully he doesn't draw any more threats. Looks like he still has a Gates Ablaze somewhere in his deck. If he draws that and he wants to cast it, that's perfect for us because we're just gonna get 3 1/1s. But there's really nothing else he can do. Okay, he's gonna give it vigilance. We're just gonna sacrifice our Blade Juggler here. And just chump block. And let's see what else he's got. 2 cards left in hand. Taking a little bit of time, thinking things over here. Opponent is not sure of what he wants to do. Just deciding, I guess, because if we attack next turn, he blocks our last breath, and our spirit token takes 4, goes to 1. Oh. Come on, opponent. What do you got? What do you got? So you can see how things shift so much like that. Like, we were definitely like not in the driver's seat a couple minutes ago. Had a terrible board, but a few lucky draws, and all of a sudden we're at the aggressor now. Okay, so Gates Ablaze. We're gonna get these 3 1/1s, which is fine. Puts him on a 2-turn clock. He goes to 2 here. And he definitely needs some removal spells. He's 2 at least, and we got the win. Nice job. Okay, so far 2-0, and I will see you in the next match. Okay, back here for game number 3. So far we're 2-0. Deck is working great. We had an epic comeback last match. Going into game 3, pretty decent hand. 2 lands. We definitely need to draw more, but we have removal. We've got 2-drop. both colors of mana. And we're on the play, so let's start off with a swamp and pass turn. Opponent leads off with a Simic Guildgate, and ooh, nice, draw Seraph for the Scales, but we're gonna need to draw lands to cast that. So we're gonna play out this Oligarch and just pass back to him. Opponent plays a Forest. Does he have any 2-drops? Nope, he does not. So we're gonna next turn hopefully draw land. Come on, land. Nope, no land. Okay, at least another 2-drop we can play. Doesn't really do much right now, but like we need this land next turn super bad, or we're gonna start falling behind. Okay, opponent has a Fairy Duelist. Fairy Duelist, I've played with that card a lot in Limited. That card is an all-star. One of the best blue uncommons in the set. It's even seeing some play in constructed formats now. Fairy Duelist is a great card. As you can see, he makes our Oligarch pretty much useless here. At least we're going to get a 1/1 spirit out of it, but the card is just a great card. So we're going to we're going to lose our guy, get a spirit. At least this still gives us some fodder for our Priest of Forgotten Gods, but we really need that third land so we can start playing Gruesome Demise and Grudian and Blade Juggler. So our opponent plays his third land and a Growth Spiral. So let's see if he has a fourth land. Okay, he does have another Simic Guildgate and a Caretaker. Interesting Caretakers in the deck. Usually you don't see Caretaker unless it's like a multi-color, like 3-color deck or a 4-color deck. But we do draw this our third land here. Definitely going to play a creature here just so we have another creature we can sacrifice to our Priest of Forgotten Gods. Priest of Forgotten Gods not looking great here because he does have a bunch of small creatures that he can just sack in response. Okay, we find out our opponent is playing Bant. So I guess that's why he's playing the Caretaker, just for some more fixing. Okay, he plays a Hybrid. Hybrid is a great green common, probably one of the best green commons. Great early game, great late game. Just a good 2/2 bear with great upside. Okay, he plays High Alert. So he has a 2/2 flyer, a 3/3, and just his hybrid. So he's gonna get in for 5 here. But we're definitely gonna block this Caretaker because he's just gonna sacrifice it anyways. When we activate our Priest of Forgotten God, so we're gonna play our Pegasus. And then we can sacrifice our Pegasus and our Spirit to then play either our Blade Juggler or Gruesome Demise, depending on what he sacrifices. So our opponent takes 1. We can then cast Gruesome Demise still on his turn. Okay, so he draws his 6th land so he can activate his hybrid. If he does adapt his hybrid, we're definitely going to gruesome demise that in response. Okay, so he's gonna attack for 2 here. I would attack. Yeah, he's just gonna attack for 2 here. We're gonna block with Pegasus. Kind of just bait him into adapting. So looks like he's gonna adapt here, which would just be the normal play. But we're gonna sacrifice our Pegasus and our spirit, and if he sacrifices the Fairy Duelist, he's just gonna lose his board. So you can really see the strength from Priest of Forgotten Gods here. Activate the Priest of Forgotten Gods. He sacrifices the Fairy Duelist, which is expected, and then we're just gonna gruesome demise this hybrid, and a really good turn for us there. He only has 2 cards left in hand. We drew a 4th land, and things are looking up for us now. So next turn, if we don't draw an untapped 4th land, we can just play our Blade Juggler, hopefully drawing a 4th land, or we could just play the Gateway Plaza. But we're gonna play the Swamp here, and we're gonna run out Seraph the Scales, because this card, as you have seen in the previous matches, is literally the all-star of our deck. And we're just gonna get him for 1 here. So passing back to him, he really needs to do something strong this turn, because we kind of just blew him out last turn, and he does. He plays a Mesmering Benthed. That card is great. Really kind of makes our Priest of Forgotten Gods that much worse, because we can't make him sacrifice the Benthed, because he's just going to sacrifice the 2 illusions that came with it. Okay, next turn. So we're gonna attack for 4 here, and just play our Blade Juggler. So actually, no, we're gonna play the Grasping Thrall, because we really need to race him in the air right now, because he does have 9 power on board, but with the high alert. So this is pretty much just a race game right now, because he's got 9 power on board and we're at 20, but we have 7 power on board and he's at 10. Okay, so he's gonna attack for 9 here, or just 5, and we're gonna go to 15. Let's see what other plays he has. He's gonna exile our Seraph the Scales and give us a 3/3. Not the best. We don't get our Afterlife trigger, but we can still raise him with our 3/3 flyer. And we're just gonna attack for 3 here. We can also play our Blade Juggler now for 3 mana with our Spectacle enabled. Hopefully we draw something like a Death Touch creature, or I don't know, just something. And it looks like our opponent might have a counterspell here. And yes, he has an Absorb, which is not good for us, because it's just going to make our race that much worse. So we'll pass back to him. He still can't really attack with his 2/2s, so we're just gonna take 5 here, go to 10. Still only has 1 card left in hand. Another land that is not good for us. We definitely need to start drawing some good heavy hitters. We're gonna leave this grasping throwback to play some defense. We can always double block the Benthid, keep one of our creatures around. Okay, he cast Open the Gates. That's fine for us. He's gonna grab a Gateway Plaza. He's just thinning out his deck right now, just so later on he's drawing 1 less land. Okay, sick. We draw this transport, and that is a perfect blocker for our for his Benthid, and we can get some spirits out of this. So we're back on the race train, and we're gonna put him to 7 here. And he takes 3, goes to 7. We're gonna play this transport. We're just gonna pass back to him. And he just scoops it up. Okay, sick. Really interesting game there. We have to make sure that Benthid doesn't get too out of hand next game. So we're gonna bring in our Exposed to Daylight for that high alert, because it just makes that Benthid so much better, giving him 9 power instead of just 4. And we're gonna bring in another Grasping Throw, because it didn't look like he had too many flyers. And we could take out the Knight. Oh, never mind. We did not get the... I was going to take out the Knight to put in another transport. And this hand would be amazing if we had a Plains. So we're going to keep... We're on the draw. We can always draw Plains. And it just makes this hand amazing. And we do draw a Gateway Plaza, so that's perfect. We're not going to be able to play our Oligarch on 2, but we are able to then cast our Seraph of the Scales and our 2 Grasping Throws, which will just become all-stars in this game. So our opponent's also playing a little slow with 2 tap lands, so we don't really have to worry about anything right now. We're going to play this Gateway Plaza instead of the Priest of Forgotten Gods, because we're going to need our white sources once pretty soon. Okay, another tap land by our opponent. Really not playing any threats right now, which is perfect for us. It's giving us time to set up, get to the Seraph of the Scales, get to these Grasping Throws, and we do draw another Plains. So we're going to run out our Priest right now. Then we can run out our Seraph of the Scales and our Grasping Throws on turns 4 and 5. Okay, another tap land by our opponent. I mean, gates are great when you're trying to fix your mana, but you don't really want to have 4 to 5 gates in your deck, because it slows you down.
Yep.
Okay, so we're about to be able to run out this Seraph of the Scales, and it's going to be great. Next turn we can run out these Grasping Throws and really just put on the pressure. So we're gonna... Looks like he has mana for a Fairy Duelist here. So there's really no reason to attack, and if he kills this Seraph of the Scales, we can always just keep up this activation for our Priest of Forgotten Gods. Okay, so he does have a Brain Shroud, which is perfect removal for Seraph of the Scales, and it puts us in an awkward spot because we're not going to get these afterlife triggers. But we do have these Grasping Throws to really just keep putting on the pressure. So let's run out this first Grasping Throw here. Drain him for 2, bring him to 18. And we're just going to pass the turn back. Okay, he plays a 5th gate. And he plays a Spear of the Spires. So that's a good card. It's definitely going to keep back our first Grasping Throw, but we do draw a Gruesome Demise, which is great. We can also run out this Pegasus. Okay, so run out this Pegasus here, just keep on adding more flyers. We're going to drop him to 15 here, and we're just going to pass the turn back. Okay, he still has 4 cards in hand, so definitely has some threats. See what he has. Looks like he's thinking things over here, deciding on what he wants to play, because if he doesn't play a flyer or a removal spell, he's going to 11 next turn. And 11 sounds pretty high, but it's really not when I have another Grasping Throw. Alright, so he runs out of High Alert, which is perfectly fine. We're not really worried about his 3/3s or his creatures on the ground. We're just going to take 3 here, drop to 19. And if he doesn't have another spell this turn, he's going to go to 9. So we're gonna play this Grasping Throw. Looks like he has counters for it though, so another Absorb. Okay, so he goes up to 18, which pretty much resets part of our race. So we swing in for 5, he goes to 13, and we pass back to him. Okay, so he has a Windstorm Drake. It's not really that problematic for us because we do have a 3/3 that can attack into it. We have a Submarine Assignment or Submarine Judgment if he decides to attack with it. So we're pretty set right now. He's gonna get in for 3 because he's gonna keep trying to race us. We're gonna fall to 16. We're not really worried about our life total right now, and we're just gonna attack for 3 here. See if he wants to trade. If I was the opponent, I probably would trade here, depending on what your hand is. So good call by our opponent. Oh, never mind. Doesn't trade. I would have traded there. White and black, you don't really have too much pump spells. We're definitely going to run out this Vindictive, or this Imperious Oligarch, and then hold up this Judgment just in case. Never mind. Actually, we're just gonna Judgment that just to keep his creature count low. Go to a 3/3, and also just make him sacrifice this Windstorm Drake. by sacrificing our Pegasus and our Oligarch. This is a good play. I mean, we're not really going to do anything with the mana here, most likely, unless we draw into something. But we're going to get that Windstorm Drake out of here. If we draw a land, we can play our Vindictive Vampire. We don't, and we draw a Kaya, which we can't even cast. So Kaya might be good next turn, but most likely we're just going to run out the Stalwart. Okay. He does have he does have the Benthet again, so he just drops 9 power on the board. But we still have 4 damage in the air, so he's on a 2-turn clock here. So let's run out this Kaya. We can exile one of his tokens here. And let's just get in for 4 here. And if he doesn't have anything else, if he doesn't have an answer to these 2 flyers, he's just going to lose. Oh, I think that was a misclick because I definitely should have attacked there. Definitely a mistake. We're at 16. We're at such a high life total. Okay, so he does cast Incubation there. And finds a Chillbringer, so that is definitely not good for us. We definitely should have attacked last turn. So he just casted the Chillbringer. We're gonna. He's probably gonna tap. I would assume we would tap down our Grasping Throw, and he does. So we're in a little bit of a trouble right now, and if he attacks for, I would assume he attacks both at Kaya, making us trade both. He doesn't. I would have attacked for 2 there. So we're just gonna jump in the Spirit. Next turn we can exile his Illusion. But we're also just gonna sack these 2 to make him sack a creature, and also be able to play the Spire Mangler. So let's run out the Spire Mangler here. Get another threat in the air. Next turn we can play our Civic Stalwart to then attack with our Spire Mangler. So things are looking pretty good for us here. We should have definitely attacked last turn with the 2 creatures, but right now we're gonna just exile his some of his creatures, and gain some life. Definitely thinking about what I should do right now. I could cast a Vindictive Vampire. I could also cast a Civic Stalwart. Right now I'm just going to cast Blade Juggler. Just keep building up this board. Consume was a great draw there. Next turn we can get rid of this squid octopus thing. Okay, does play an Orator, which right now is not doing much, but it can really gain him some life that he needs. Let's see what else he has. Okay, an Angelic. So that's not really a problem for us. We can just chump that whatever creature he attacks with for days. I would assume he starts trying to get rid of Kaya. See how he attacks though. Okay, he attacks with the Chillbringer, so we can just let our Kaya die here and then consume his Bented. And we're just gonna block. Actually, we're gonna block. Keep our Kaya alive. Sack both of our creatures. Make him sack a creature. Drain him a little bit more. We're not going to use this mana. We're definitely going to consume next turn. Ooh, nice. Got a transport there. But definitely going to cast this consume. And make him sacrifice that Bented. We're going to go up to 21. So he's going to really have to play some defense. He has 0 cards in hand, so he's just top decking at this point. And we're just going to exile the Bented and the Absorb. And just get in for one here. So next turn our Kaya will die if he attacks. But that's really no problem. We're definitely ahead on board. We have 3 cards in hand. He plays a Growth Spiral. So he's still top decking at this point. Let's see what he draws. Okay, he draws a Senate Griffin. Okay, so the Senate Griffin, he's just coming up the board now. So we really just want to get there with our Priest of Forgotten Gods. So our Kaya is gonna take 5 here. So our Kaya's gonna die. We really just need to play a bunch of cheap creatures and okay, so play Kaya. Play our Civic Stalwart here. We can sacrifice both of those. We're just going to get in for 2 here, actually. See if he wants to trade. Next turn we can cast Vindictive Vampire. And pretty much that just locks up the game. So if he doesn't draw anything, we could just cast Vindictive Vampire and we win. That actually didn't trade because the High Alert makes the Senate Griffin just a 2/2. So also this Spire Mangler, or not Spire Mangler, the Lizard, the Simic Lizard, I forgot what the name of it is, Steeple Creeper. If the Steeple Creeper is now just a 2/2, so the High Alert is really working against him here. He really has to leave everything back. And we pretty much just have this game locked up. We just cast Vindictive Vampire next turn, sacrifice everything. He's going to lose 2, and we're going to get 2 drain triggers, so he'll take 4. And that'll be the game, so we'll just have to play this Plains, run out Vindictive Vampire, sacrifice our 2 creatures, and bring him to 2, 1, -1, and that's it. Thanks.